We're going to be taking a look at another Maxpedition bag. This time we're looking at the Maxpedition Jumbo EDC. Now we already have the Jumbo Versipack or whatever it's called, just the Jumbo, and it's a good one. It's a little too big, and there's actually some improvements here. Just real quick, the one we're looking at here is about under $70, and I should mention that Such has a coupon code. I think it's 10% off, so just check out his channel if you haven't already and use his code. I think it's just Such, and get another 10% off when you buy stuff from Maxpedition. So this is, I think, one of the better deals as far as bags go, and I'll show you why. There's lots of reviews on them, I'm sure, out there. What I'm going to give you is some insight compared to that Maxpedition Jumbo that we used to use. It's actually being reviewed right now by one of our guys up in Nevada. So eventually, I'm sure we might be able to get them next to each other to do a side-by-side. But until then, I'll go from memory on what I remember about that one. First off, this one's just a bit smaller, I think. At least it's either sewn differently or something. It seems a little bit smaller, which I think is fine. And right off the bat, it's got this handle up here. Now, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if it works awesome or not, but I definitely like the fact that there is a handle here. That was something that was lacking in the other one. It's got a different setup up front here. I'm pretty sure the other one had two pouches, or a smaller pouch and a pocket. This one seems to have a 2x3 sort of utility pouch. You could put magazines in there if you were going, using it as a firearms thing, or a water bottle, or a first aid kit, or sunglasses. All kinds of stuff would fit in a nice utility pouch like that. You've got some room here with some options. There's a Velcro, but there's also the ability to go up through it. So if you want to clip like a cell phone attachment or something on here, I see lots of people do that. We've done that. There's a nice big 2-inch strap at the buckle, so lots of rooms to attach stuff to that. Going in the back, looks like they've changed out this waist strap. I never really used the waist strap, and I'm pretty sure we took it off. So this one, it doesn't look like it comes off so easily, but it does look like you could unthread the wire strap and not have it on. There's a couple of pads for breathability, or whatever wear, I guess, if it's rubbing against you. On the back, it's still got the same type of water pouch. Looks like it would work fine with 32-ounce Nalgene. If I open the thing and let it in, fits in there just fine. Obviously, it's made for it. And again, it has this little retention strap, and nothing more to say there. If you don't use it for that, it's a nice utility pouch again. Up front, it's got a pocket. This seems a little nicer, just having some loops of elastic. It's like a 2-inch elastic going across with some loops for pens or knives or whatever. Just one zipper pull, but I guess, for admin type of stuff, you get a pouch, or excuse me, you get a pocket, you get a pouch with that sewn on stuff. Not a lot of frills out there, not a lot of wasted time. Inside the main pocket, you've got a big pocket up front, you've got a mesh pocket in back, and that's it. And it's definitely an improvement. If I remember right, the other one had some sort of like extra sleeve or something that just always got in the way and was annoying, and the pockets are a little harder to get to because of that. It's got a grommet in the bottom for losing water. Seems good. Then I was just noticing just right now that you could just kind of fold the top flap down, it seems like, if you were wearing this around your neck. If you were doing something where you just needed to access like a camcorder or something in and out of the bag, it looks pretty handy. You still got the option, of course, to bring this over and give it some retention, but you don't have to. But anyway, you got the outside snap here, easy to use snap, a zipper up here, so this flap is also a pocket, and then in a separate section here, you've got a, I imagine like a sunglass holder, And then of course, because it's Maxpedition, it's meant to be EDC or utilitarian for CCW as well. So you've got a nice big Velcro panel back there, and it's the whole back, and you can tell it's sewn well. Let me pull this out and show you in there. Doesn't really like coming out of that small pocket, but it can take it. And you can see what I was trying to show you is that hook and loop panel is sewn on there pretty darn well. It's got multiple lines going back and forth, zigzagging at multiple directions, so if you've got like a holster on there, which is why it's important in my opinion to not have that sag. So if you've got a holster on there, you want to make sure that it's a good foundation, and that hook and loop really seems like it's sewn on there well. I don't know how well this is working because it's trying to, I guess if I unbuckle it there, that might make it a little easier. But it's trying to pull too much of it through that small hole. But you can see some of these inside threads. There's a few frays, but still nice and clean. You know, a place that you'd never really expect to be looking. Nice, clean, even threads everywhere. Let's see if we can open up this main compartment a little easier. Turn it inside out. So you can see once you turn it inside out, it almost still looks like a nice bag or something. All the seams are taped and then sewn. Everything's nice and clean. There's not one fray in there. That's a really nice looking internal. Yeah, you could literally flip it around. I'm sure that's not by design, but that's kind of cool. Have kind of a low profile bag there by turning it inside out. So kind of a hidden extra use for it, I suppose. Maybe they didn't even know it was there. But I like to turn them inside out when I'm checking them out. Like I say, you can kind of get an idea from that internal attention to detail. And obviously that wasn't much effort or anything for the bag at all. So that's the Maxpedition Jumbo EDC. So far it looks like it's going to be a decent sized bag for us. And it's not for me. I don't like this type personally. I don't like to sort of always carry it around my shoulder. I would rather carry it like this most of the time. So this style just didn't go well for me. I might end up carrying it for a few weeks just to see how it works so I can give it a good review later. But some of the other editors I know are fighting over this one, who's going to use it first. So stay tuned for lots more reviews on it. I think it'll get a lot of use.